This is a really well-maintained house, man. I do a lot of walkarounds, and a lot of people don't take very good care of their homes. I've chatted with a couple people out here, and honestly, solar seems to be new to a lot of folks, which is interesting.
Hey there, welcome to Real Sales Dynamics, where we break down in-field sales footage in order to get you better at door knocking. Have you ever wondered how I can go from a set where I know basically nothing about the homeowner to closing them in roughly 30 minutes? Well, right now, no gatekeeping whatsoever. You're gonna see my entire close from start to finish now.
So one of our setters met with a Armenian gentleman yesterday stating that they have very high utility bills, they were super interested in solar, had never heard of a lease or a power purchase agreement before. It's gonna be a done deal, which means it's a 50-50 shot of absolutely a waste of time, or we're gonna go make 14 grand real quick. And we'll see in just about 1 second. Spoke with Sophia yesterday.
Yeah, I guess you can buy, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are spending about $354 on your electricity bill. That was your highest one, though.
This month, yeah.
Yeah, that's your highest one. Lowest ones, you got bills all the way down to like $150 in March.
Probably something like that. Yeah.
Something around there.
Yeah.
And you've had are you like most of your neighbors out here? You had a couple power outages over the course of this last year.
Last year, yeah, we did for like quite a while, like for like 3 or 4 days or something.
3 or 4 days?
Yeah.
Okay, that's about Mark. There was a Christian, he's a little further down there. He had about a 4-day power outage.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So on my end, job's really simple. I'm just gonna take a look at the breaker box and kind of see what we can do.
Yeah.
Quick public service announcement. If you're trying to make $100,000 just in the course of 10 days and you want to do it while working with the best people in the solar industry, you need to click down below at flblitz.com. In previous blitzes, we had Ben Grossman, Michael O'Donnell, and a league of other individuals who won the Golden Door Award, getting over 100 to 200 installs in just 1 year. If you want to learn how to do it, you got to work with the best people. Click down below, flblitz.com. If you're living in states like Minnesota, North Carolina, or West Virginia, and you're watching all these solar videos thinking, I want to get into the industry, but I can't move right now, you're in luck. We're connecting people in 46 different states with the best solar installers in the nation, as well as the best cultures and teams to work with. Click down below, realsalesdynamics.com, and we'll teach you how to start making real money for your family like that.
This is a really well-maintained house, man. I do a lot of walkarounds, and a lot of people don't take very good care of their homes.
It's a nice house.
So take a look at your bill.
Yeah.
You used, let's see real quick here, 12,652 kilowatts. Now, have you guys looked into solar before?
No, I haven't. Really, to be honest with you, no.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I've chatted with a couple people out here, and honestly, solar seems to be new to a lot of folks, which is interesting.
So, where you guys work? You guys work for the...
So we work for a company called Sunvina. So they're out of, you know where Brandon is?
Yeah, I know Brandon is. Yeah.
So they have a headquarters there. They have another office out in Sanford, out in Jacksonville, Fort Lauderdale, and Pensacola. Just to show you them real quick. They've been around for a bit. So their big thing is they work in conjunction with the utilities like Duke. Okay. So they can do what are called power purchase agreements.
Gotcha.
So rather than y'all taking out a loan or paying out a bunch of money out of pocket, basically they actually pay for the system, right, to get it installed.
Yeah.
And then what you get is a negative Duke bill. Gotcha. So currently with Duke, right, you are at 12,654 kilowatts.
So how much?
You're spending roughly 23 cents per kilowatt hour, so your average electricity bill, give or take, $242. It's not $352, that's your highest bill.
Right.
Your actual average is about $242.
42.
Right? Which is nothing crazy, right?
But I'm saying, end of the day, by the time you guys do this and that, how much I'll be paying for?
That's what they're working on the design right now.
Yeah.
Right? So the idea, is that this happens. Right? You get. Have you seen a negative Duke bill before? Or know how that works? Yeah, probably not, because you haven't really looked into solar before. Here, let me show you. So you see how it says negative on there? Mm-hmm. It's because, minus.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is that we put the system up that produces power during the daytime, and then it sells back energy to Duke, and then you get a credit for that. So at the end of the year, if you end up producing more power than you use, you get money back from Duke.
Oh, I see.
Right, so that's the benefit for homeowners, especially with this happening. So right now, Duke has been going up something like 32%, went up 32% in the last 3 years. How long have you owned the house?
2 years.
About 2 years?
Yeah,
Where were you at before?
I used to live in Log up the about a mile or two, like going west.
Okay, so you've been in Duke
Behind
territory.
Yeah, behind the public side. I
Yeah.
lived there for quite a while, for like 10 years or so.
Right, okay,
I lived in this area for like 15 years.
got it. So this is just Duke's projection, just to keep it in mind. So Duke is planning on going up 8% per year for the next 5 years, which again, you know, it's totally doable. You can make the payments and everything else. Just so you know, your 242 on average is going to be about $355 in about 5 years with Duke.
So, for example, like just like it's now, really,
Yeah.
350.
But that exactly, but that would be your average.
Average.
Instead of that being like the once in a lifetime bill,
Right.
you know, where it's your highest bill possible. So you're at 252, then your payment goes up to about 352 in the future, right? So the idea is to get you a fixed rate for your electricity. Now, what we're looking at as far as your home is concerned is it would take about 23 panels to cover. Now, thankfully, none of those panels have to be on the front side of the house.
And no, it's in the back.
It's all in the back.
You don't want nobody to, I know what you mean, because you don't want everybody seeing on the front, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure probably a lot of people do it too.
Some people kind of like showing off.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, look, I have solar panels at the top of my house, but I don't know any of those people.
Many of them.
So this is my house. I did a re-roof. And so now on my house, I can actually see the production of the system 24/7. Here, I'll show you my. So now we can actually see this is individually each one of the panels, what's the production and everything else.
Yeah, I see from the
Right.
sun.
And
Right,
then-
from the sun. The sun
Exactly.
is
Yeah. So I can actually see, hey, this is how much I'm producing versus how much I'm selling to
one of
Duke.
them. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you see everything,
Yeah.
what it does and what you sell it for.
Exactly right.
I see.
And so with that, we can monitor the system, ensure it's running properly, and everything's taken care of for the house. Now, quick question for you, because obviously you have a family and everything else. Do you know what your wife's views on solar are? Did she mention anything?
I don't think so. I'm not really.
She basically trusts you to pay for the electricity bill and take care of stuff like
Me and
that.
my wife, his family, you know.
Yeah, of course.
We do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we say it again.
Okay, so my question is do you know what her views are on solar? Has she ever talked to you about solar or anything else like that before?
No, not really. To be honest with you, no, not really at all. We didn't know anything about it, you know. We see other people having this and that, but we don't have any experience, any friends or anybody have a solar or anything.
So I'll explain two quick things for you. One is I have the Tesla Powerwall backup at my house. So when my neighbors didn't have power for 6 days, my home still had power the entire time. Right?
good.
So we use, I'm sure you know Tesla.
Yeah, I know Tesla.
Yeah, so we use the Tesla Powerwalls.
Okay.
They're really neat. They actually fit on the outside of the home. It's very clean as far as the installation is concerned. I'll show you real quick. So this is basically what it looks like on the outside of the home.
Oh, I see.
And it's neat. So if you've ever looked into do you have like little generators or things like that in your house?
I don't use any generators.
Okay, got it. So just to be brief on it, like if someone were to buy a Generac, a big 40 kilowatt Generac.
I was telling her yesterday, I heard about Generac because the power keep going off, you know, and I got little kids, and I remember last year, can't even go to sleep because the kids, you know, it was hot. It was, I don't know what it was, in November or October, I think it was hurricanes and everything. We didn't have no power.
Yeah.
And we struggled, to be honest.
And those Generacs, if you just buy a Generac,
I was thinking about that.
well, let me show you real quick because I'm not sure. Do you know how much those things cost?
I see commercial like 12,000 or something. I don't know.
Oh, more. Look,
More?
this is literally just the online price before install. It's about $21,000. And then on top of that, you have to maintain it every single 6 months. You guys also don't have gas coming into here. So you have to maintain those. You got to permits. It ends up being anywhere between 30 to 35,000. So generally, people who are looking into getting Generacs, instead, what they do is they do solar plus battery backup. Because the way it works is,
She was telling me to do that.
yeah, the power keeps coming back from the panels back in there.
The battery.
Yeah, I have a bunch of family in Puerto Rico. So over in Puerto Rico, people lose their power constantly.
Because all the time they got storms and hurricanes coming through.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
And so every installation in Puerto Rico we actually have to do battery backup because the grid is so messed up.
Yeah, because then you don't want to lose power.
So what it looks like is this. It would be if we did no battery backup, right? Just standard. You just get a lower bill. you're at $155 a month, and that would replace your bill. So right now you're spending $242. Your new monthly payment would be $155, right? So that last month when you had a $340 bill,
This month, really.
yeah, it's that month, but every other month though, you basically be your lowest month bill you had for the whole year is now just at $155.
1 second and then we're getting back to the episode. If you are a fan of this channel and my content in general, I'm Real Garrett Frazier on Instagram. I've been with Real Sales Dynamics from day one. I was in some of the early episodes. Now I'm making all of the episodes. If you want to find out how to develop a personal brand like this, like the Wolf of Solar, like some of our other clients that I work with, Lee Haight, follow me on Instagram, Real Garrett Frazier. But otherwise, let's go ahead and get back into the episode.
So what we do on our end is we set up a site inspection for the home. They come out, they take a look at the roof, the electric panel, make sure all that's good. Once they give us the okay for it, I meet back with you, and after you've already talked with your wife and everything, after a little stomach thing. Yeah, of course, yeah. After you do all that, then we meet back for the final design.
Yeah.
And then if you guys are cool and comfortable with moving forward, and Duke
What is that noise?
No, it just
gives us the okay, yeah, little acorns.
Yeah, acorns, yeah.
Once we get the okay from both of them, then we get approval from Duke for permitting and set up for install.
What's that, Zelo?
I'm gonna need you.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Sorry.
A few moments later.
We're not going to ask for any money out of pocket or anything else. Basically,
Right.
your new monthly payment is $155 a month.
Gotcha.
You have something, a B right on your friggin' face. So this document is only a summary, not a binding contract, right?
gotcha.
We'll get back to that for final design. So your new monthly payment for all of your electricity needs are $154 a month. There's zero do it signing, right? We take care of everything for 25 years. Let me clean this up real quick. So LightReach and our certified installer, which is Sunvina, they take care of the maintenance, monitoring, everything. We own the system, maintain the system, insure it.
For every how many years or months or whatever?
We take care of everything for 25 years.
25
Yeah,
years. But I'm
we're-
saying, how many times if something goes wrong or something?
Oh, we
you guys
have
come?
we have 48 hours to come out and literally fix it.
Oh, okay.
So we're very fast about it because
No, I know, but I'm saying to maintain. I'm saying to maintain.
oh yeah.
You guys come in once in a while.
We come once a year no matter what.
Once a year, okay.
No matter what. And then two, remember that app I was showing you earlier where we're monitoring it?
Right.
If we see, for instance, that one of the panels isn't working, we come out and fix it.
Change it, whatever.
Because the way it works is, if we're not producing power, you're not getting charged.
Right.
So we have an incentive to make sure it's working because we make no money if it's not a working system.
Yeah, exactly. You have to make it work.
You have to actually
so
work.
you can sell them so the Duke Energy can, whatever.
Exactly.
Guys.
So we take care of all the engineering.
I see.
We also insure the system, so you don't have to add this onto your homeowner's insurance.
I got you.
Right? We repair the system, right? The solar system will provide power to offset all of your household usage. And if you ever sell the house, it just transfers over to the new homeowner.
Yeah, I got you.
Right? You agree not to do anything that would, like, don't get up on the roof and try to monitor it or clean
it.
the.
Don't have anything to do with it. No.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah.
Like it's not there.
Perfect. You seem
Yeah.
like the kind of guy who likes fixing things.
No, fixing things here.
Yeah.
I don't belong there.
Yeah.
I don't belong there. I don't belong anywhere.
What I was talking to him about was the way this program works is that for the houses that qualify, they're going to cover the cost of putting solar on the back side of the house,
Backside, not the front, just in the back.
on the back, and then
Back on this side?
No, not the back, to this side of the house.
on the roof.
Yeah.
And then we insure the system, we maintain it, we take care of everything. We're connected with Duke, and your new electricity bill is going to be $154 a month. So 9.315 kilowatt system, 25-year roof penetration warranty. We fix or pay any damage caused to your property, 24/7 enabled monitoring, and then 25-year roof penetration. And so you need to click on that one. So I'm going to text you both my information just so you have that, 'cause
Okay.
I'll be your main point of contact. Quick little recap. That went about as well as a set can possibly go. They knew exactly why I was there. Now, we were in a kind of an interesting spot at first because it looked like we weren't going to get the wife involved in the conversation. I can close a one-legger all day, but it's just not as sticky, right? Because you don't really get paid until obviously the panels hit the roof. Thankfully, she went ahead and came outside, so I was able to wrap her up in the conversation. She was absolutely for it by the time we were done with it, to the point that she was already mapping out who she was going to recommend us to, which is the biggest win you can possibly get. So great set, great deal. We're absolutely hooking them up and making a good amount of money as a result. Yeehaw. And that about closes it up. If you want to learn more about how to sell solar, obviously click subscribe below. But what you can do to completely level up your game is to join one of our blitzes, whether it's in California or in Florida. The link is the same, flblitz.com. We will get you anywhere across the country so you can start setting deals or even closing deals for some of our setters. More importantly though, click on one of these two little videos. YouTube thinks you're gonna like it a lot.